They thought they broke you. They thought their words could shatter you, their betrayal could bury you, but they were wrong. Because you didn't crumble, you didn't beg, you didn't scream, you stayed silent. And that silence became your greatest weapon. Silence is underestimated. People mistake it for weakness. But in reality, silence carries more weight than words ever could. It forces people to sit in their discomfort, to reflect, and to feel the emptiness of their own actions. Silence makes them question themselves. It's a mirror, reflecting their wrongdoings back at them. While they expected you to lash out or break down, you held your ground. You didn't give them the satisfaction of seeing your pain. Instead, you gave them uncertainty, and that was far more powerful. They wanted to see you fall, but instead, you stood taller. They thought you'd be broken, but you came out stronger. Silence isn't just about keeping quiet. It's about observing, reflecting, and preparing for what's next. And what's next is your comeback. You trusted them, gave them your loyalty, and what did they do? They turned their backs. They stabbed you where it hurt the most. They laughed while you bled. But here's the funny part. They thought you'd fall apart. They thought you'd lose yourself. Betrayal cuts deep, especially when it comes from those you held close. It feels like the ground beneath you has crumbled. But betrayal isn't the end. It's the beginning of your transformation. It reveals the truth about people and forces you to see their true colors. Betrayal may hurt, but it also teaches you valuable lessons about trust and resilience. You faced the storm without flinching. Instead of letting betrayal define you, you used it as fuel to rebuild yourself. They thought they could destroy you, but all they did was light a fire inside you. That fire turned you into someone who doesn't rely on others for strength. Now, you are your own source of power, and nothing can shake you. Instead, you gave them nothing. No tears, no anger, no explanation, just silence. And that terrified them. Because silence isn't weakness. It's power. It's the calm before the storm, the pressure that builds until it breaks everything in its path. While they were busy talking, you were busy rebuilding. While they were losing sleep, you were gaining strength. You let them think they won. You let them celebrate. But deep down, they knew this wasn't over. Because silence isn't surrender. It's strategy. Silence forces people to think. It leaves gaps in their minds that they scramble to fill. It creates doubt, fear, and insecurity. People fear what they can't predict, and your silence made you unpredictable. While they wasted energy trying to figure you out, you focused on growth. Every moment of silence became a step toward reclaiming your power. Now your silence isn't just a defense, it's an offense. It's a strategy that keeps them guessing, wondering when you'll strike back. And that uncertainty, it's enough to keep them awake at night. You see, they underestimated you. They mistook your stillness for defeat. But what they didn't realize was that you weren't breaking. You were sharpening. Every scar became armor. Every wound made you stronger. And now you're unstoppable. They don't know what's coming. They don't know when, but they can feel it. The weight of your silence pressing down on them. And it's suffocating. Transformation isn't loud. It's quiet, deliberate, and powerful. You use the pain they caused as a foundation to build something stronger. Every scar tells a story, not of defeat, but of survival. While they thought they were breaking you, they were actually building you into something they can't touch. Now you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You've risen from the ashes of betrayal and turned every setback into a comeback. And the best part? They'll never see it coming. Silence messes with their minds. It forces them to replay every word, every mistake. It makes them question everything they thought they knew about you. And that's the real punishment. Because people fear what they don't understand. They fear what they can't control. And you're untouchable now. Silence isn't just absence. It's a presence that demands attention. It makes them rethink their actions, question their choices, and fear your next move. It's the ultimate form of psychological warfare because it turns their own thoughts against them. And that's where your power lies. By staying silent, you showed them that you're beyond their reach. They can't predict you. They can't manipulate you. And that drives them crazy. In their desperation to figure you out, they'll only sink deeper into guilt and regret. No closure, no apologies. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them closure. What you owe is yourself, peace, growth, and a chance to rise above it all. Let them drown in their guilt. Let them choke on their regret. But don't give them a single word. No apologies. No second chances. Because they don't deserve it. They never did. Closure isn't something they give you. It's something you give yourself. You've moved on without needing their approval or apology. That's true freedom. You don't need to explain your silence or justify your actions. Your growth speaks for itself, and that's all that matters. The best revenge isn't anger. It's success. It's proving that no matter what they did, no matter how hard they tried to break you, you're still here, and you're thriving. You're stronger, wiser, and more dangerous than ever. You don't need to raise your voice to make them feel your power. You don't need to fight to prove your worth. Your silence says it all.